Hi guys, my name is Sophia Carey and I am a British fashion photographer. So the last couple of weeks have been pretty hectic, hence no video. But today I am on shoot with someone that I've worked with basically every month for like a year. So if you follow me over on Instagram, I have something here, you will know who she is, Anne-Marie. She is a fashion blogger from Manchester, and yeah, so I'm gonna take you guys along to that shoot and we're gonna talk a little bit about shooting with bloggers, fashion bloggers in particular. I've got two people shadowing me today. I will drop their ads in the description as well. But yeah, I'm going to take you along to the shoot and hopefully get it posted like tomorrow, so that'll be Sunday, because Monday evening actually, I'm flying to Portugal to shoot a wedding. So yeah, my next video won't be until I am back in London after Portugal. I'm not sure if I'm going to document that trip yet. If I do, then that video will be on the channel, so make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm back from today's shoot and I'd like to say a massive thank you to Liv and Dylan who shadowed and assisted me today. Liv filmed some footage for me which I'm going to be putting into this video to kind of like illustrate some of the points I'm going to be talking about. My first tip when working with fashion bloggers is to match the vibe or the location of the shoot to the clothes. So for example, if your model is wearing a pair of red shoes, then you might want to find something in your location that is red. You might not necessarily want the whole location to be red, but you might want to just try and like tie those colours together a little bit. And similarly, where you shoot someone who is blogging about street style and like the more like urban kind of look, you're going to pose them in locations that are different to someone who is wearing like cute dresses and stuff like that. It's just a different kind of vibe, and sometimes juxtaposition works, but a lot of the time when you're working with bloggers you want to kind of solidate and like make that vibe as strong as you can from the offset. So what I like to do is, on most shoots actually, but especially when working with fashion bloggers, is talk to them about like what outfits do you have right at the beginning. So then you've got in your head, right, we've got these colours to work with or these kind of styles to work with, and you can start thinking about locations that are going to match that well. Another thing to remember with fashion bloggers is that what they are blogging about are the clothes that they're wearing. That is the most important thing in many aspects of the shoot. It's not the way the model looks particularly, the way the location looks, it's how the clothes look. So what you want to do is really focus on capturing the way that the clothes work best you can. Ways that you can do this, focus on details. So for example, if the model is wearing a bag that is sponsored, that she's been gifted, then take detail shots of the bag, because that's going to be something that they can use, or the shoes, or whatever it is. You get the gist. Do this is by utilising movement, especially with bags or dresses and things that flow. When the model moves and they're in action, these shots look really good at showing like the products in use as well. So for example, if your model's swinging the bag or the wind's blowing through the dress, it just draws the viewer's attention to that item of clothing. Another thing about when you're working with bloggers, any kind of blogger, is that the content you're providing them with is accompanying their blog post. So you don't want every shot to look the same. You want to really mix that up a little bit, a range of shots, close-ups, standing far away, full length, standing up, sitting down, moving. You really want to make sure that there's a massive range that they can work with. And this is especially useful when you're doing the detail stuff, because of course if you've got like a full length one and then a detail shot, that's going to work a lot better than if you're just providing the blogger with the same content. Something that I think is really important to remember is that not every blogger you work with will be a model, and not every blogger that you work with will have any experience in modelling. Luckily for me, Anne-Marie, who I worked with today, is like a natural when it comes to modelling, so there's not really much that I need to do. But that being said, some bloggers feel a bit more like uncomfortable in front of the camera, for example, and this is when it's really important that you give direction, that you tell them where you want them to stand, what you want them to do. Getting bloggers to sit down at the beginning of the shoot is often very good if they're nervous or they don't know how to pose, because there's less limbs to think about. But yeah, making sure you're giving clear direction and letting them know when they're doing something that's working, etc. So yeah, also like give them feedback. If something's working, say that's working, like this is looking nice. You don't have to be over the top and like cheesy with it, but yeah, letting them know that they're going in the right direction is going to be really helpful, especially if they are not used to modelling. The thing with bloggers is that often they are hiring you to fulfill their view. It's not a idea that you're coming to them with, it's something that they are coming to you with. They have an idea and they're hiring you for your expertise to kind of fulfill this idea. So it's really important that you're checking up with them, showing them what you're shooting and saying, is this going in the right direction? Are these the shots you want? Is this the right vibe? Etc. Because a lot of the time, like these bloggers, they know exactly how they want it to look. They know how they want it to look on their posts. They know how they want it to look on their Instagram feeds or their 21 buttons or whatever. And it's really important that you know you're going in the right direction, so that you don't just deliver like a gallery of photos, like shove them in the gallery and then be like, maybe this is my top tip, I don't know. But when you're shooting with fashion bloggers, I really advise just to keep it simple. So for this shoot, I didn't use any lens distortion techniques like prisms or acetate, etc., because the focus was, like I said earlier, on the clothing. I think that's kind of it for like tips specifically relating to working with fashion bloggers. Might have left something out. If you think you can add something, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I always say this for any model as well, just make sure like you're creating like an inclusive environment and you want to chat to them and like be friendly, because that's going to make your job and their job so much easier. As ever, if you did enjoy this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe, just to let YouTube know that I'm doing something right and make sure that you can see my content more often. If there is something you want to add to this video or something you want me to talk about in my next video, then let me know in the comments. In the meantime, I will see you all over on Instagram, Twitter, wherever else you can find me. Links are all in the bio. Bio? It's not bio, that's Instagram, isn't it? Caption. Description. Links are down below.